All right, guys, it's moving day. We got to move everything in the blue building and into a new building in North Salt Lake. The city is basically kicking us out.
Get out right now! I'm
saying that it's not up to code, not ready for work. I actually agree with them.
What?
So we're gonna do some work on the blue building, get it up to code, get it ready for us to be working in. That's gonna take about a year. So we're gonna be over in North Salt Lake into a building we just signed a lease on. So we're gonna be moving the blue building, plasma table, press brake, everything. All the machinery we moved in here, we gotta move it out now. We don't want any downtime, so we're just gonna try and move our equipment and get right to work. So we got a lot of stuff to do in this episode. Let's get after it. So, well, we're here. They're technically supposed to be like out of here. They're not out of here. He's kind of making it a little bit awkward.
Yeah, we're like standoff.
A standoff right now, like happening right now. They're kind of looking at us. We're looking at them. Looking to see who's gonna budge first.
Should I be nice?
I think we're gonna be nice. I mean, I rolled in here in a 1989 van, so I have no. They don't respect me at all.
It might be the other way around.
Might be going the opposite direction.
No,
but I'm just gonna try and go walk in there myself and show you guys what we're working with. Nice. This is a little bit of an upgrade from the blue building. a little bit. It has heat and AC. We have some space to work. Not only space to work on cars, but space for me to work on videos for you guys. So I hope you're liking and subscribing because we're making a move up. It looks like you're looking
down. That's what I was like. Kind of gave me the. I like it. It's got a nice, fresh feeling. Got good vibes. You know what I mean? It feels less chaotic. I don't know why. I mean, this reminds me of my old shop in Centerville, which looked just like this, and I feel like I'm back there now. So, which is a comfortable place. It's a place in West Valley. Not insulated, dirty, tons of traffic. That's another thing. So much traffic.
We've all got places to go!
Like, that's all you hear is cars just barreling by all day. The mice. This is better. This is a lot better. I love it. And I think we're gonna be able to do better work here, be more comfortable, be more productive, and that's it. That's all it comes down to.
The next morning.
Like that, Cole.
All right, so you got this big, huge, high ceiling building, which is awesome. It's rad. For the beginning, I think we're gonna actually do our staging of all of our vehicles up against this wall over here. There is a door in the middle of this wall. It heads straight into this little alleyway. It's not that usable of a door, but we're still gonna leave access to it just so you can pull in forklifts, side-by-sides, or whatever smaller vehicles. We're planning on doing a bolt vent. Any of our consumables and stuff like that will end up just building into this, dead space underneath here. Near the windows and stuff, fab area. We might have to put up a couple weld curtains in front of the windows just in case people walk by or they're trying to look through the window, they don't get blinded. That is probably the best place for the fab area because there's power over there too. So we'll do our new press brake probably right here in this area, and then we'll end up doing our weld tables near the windows. We need 2 more weld tables is what we need. This side fab, this side vehicle staging, this area right here in the middle is going to be like the vehicle that we're working on at that given moment to get it done and knocked out. That leaves good area to, you know, move our tools around and do all that other stuff, as well as it's good for Cole and the guys to film. So I think that's gonna be our best shop layout to start, and it's probably gonna change 10 times over once we start putting stuff in here and moving stuff and working. That's when we find out, you know, what's gonna work and not work.
Between you and I, who can do a faster like spiral across the trailer? Like, you know how people do it across the hood of a car?
Credit cards and a driver's license expired.
So I think Tanner won. Well, hey man, how's it feel to be semi moved in?
Semi moved in. I don't know if it's kind of good. It's stress relieving, I guess, that the majority of the work's past us, but there's still a lot to do. Need to get back to work though, so we're getting on that fat truck, and right now we got to go grab the crane for the fat truck, which might be a little large, so I need to get it in front of me so I can start drawing and seeing how I'm going to fit it on a fat truck. So we'll see. That's what we're gonna do right now. Hop in. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cold. Cold and wet, man. So we're here picking up the crane for the fat truck. We're gonna use the smaller one. That's not gonna be here for like a month.
All right, Lars.
Yeah. You guys need that crane yet?
We're just getting the crane on the truck.
Is this optimal crane weather or forklifting weather?
No, no.
No?
This is terrible. Oh, here he comes. Ooh. Look at that. Sam's not
Ready to get Jackknife, baby.
Ooh, boy. Aaron, is this the one we need? Looks bigger than a fat truck.
I don't know. Hey. It's gonna go on there. Yeah? I don't know.
Sam is the winner of one of our most handsome employees award.
Yeah.
That I just awarded him just now.
The new award.
It's a new award.
Doesn't come with any perks.
Yep.
Other than being handsome.
We try not to tell anyone about this award because, you know, we don't want to ruffle any feathers of the less handsome people that work here. That thing gonna be pretty big on that fat truck?
I think it'll be big, but I think the way Aaron's designing it.
Yeah, Aaron makes it look a lot bigger than it is, I think, standing next to it.
Are you gonna hit it right there?
Yeah, you can push it.
Is he standing on the building behind us? That forced perspective.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you say to all the people that give us crap for using the bed rails for tie-down points?
Suck.
Exactly what I thought you were going to say.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we need to put on D-rings. I get it. This is just what I'm doing.
We have them.
And we have them somewhere.
We just have to weld them in, I think.
Yep.
They're,
Hey, we can't be perfect all the time.
I'm just a guy that reads comments.
I know. I'm just a guy that makes outlandish ones.
as perfect as we make everything look on video, right? It's a very, running a business is a very imperfect thing. with lots of mistakes and you know, outs along the way.
Using that strap to tie down this crane would be a mistake.
No, it'll be fine. It's just a All right, so we have the Venturo crane in the shop that we're gonna put on the fat truck. Next week, this fat truck is going to a logging conference in the state of Oregon. We're gonna have the crane on it. We're gonna probably mount some chainsaws on it. We're gonna do some cool stuff with it. Right now though, we're in our new shop. We're limited on tools, and I gotta figure out how to start building the frame out to basically put this crane onto this fat truck. This crane's probably a little bit too large for this fat truck, but it's the only one we have right now. We have another smaller crane coming also. So if this comes out to be too big, we'll end up putting the smaller crane when it arrives. But right now we're gonna be doing all the mounting and everything for this Venturo crane. We're probably gonna have to add some outriggers out the back, and we're just gonna have to be careful, and we're gonna have to see what this thing does. There's no perfect way of mounting a crane of this size into a fat truck. We're gonna try to keep the center of gravity as low as we can, but we're gonna be fighting with the rear departure angle. The further we go back with the crane, the less departure angle we have. So the lower we go into the fat truck and into the bed, the higher the boom angle has to sit for it to rest above the cab area. Basically, we can't mount it in the bed facing backwards. It won't allow us a range of motion that we're after. So what we're gonna end up having to do is mount it in the bed area towards the back, facing forward. That way we can swing out to each side and pick up our boxes or even pick up snow bikes and set them up on the side of this thing. But mounting in the bed with the boom facing forward is looking like our best option at this point. With that being said though, we can still reach behind the fat truck and pick things up, but we're gonna have to have outriggers of some sort in order to do that because the pivot's gonna be at the very back of the bed. So basically, we're just gonna have to get to it and see where we wind up mounting this thing and go from there. Back from your mom's house. Eight more to go? Seven. 7 more. That'd be perfect. You can do like an 1/8, 3/16 on something like this. This material thickness is only 1/8 inch, so I'll put a nice little 1/8 inch bevel on this. The main reason for this is if you do have a lack of fusion, you don't get full penetration, you know, you're running a lot of risk by just doing a butt weld. What you end up doing is you put your weld on there, and then these get finished off to where you end up taking the weld off, so it sits flat on the surface that's gonna go on and make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. When you take that weld off, you lose all of your weld material, and if you aren't fully penetrated, you're taking a big risk having a weld failure or seam failure here in that area. So we're gonna make sure we bevel these, run them in hot, not really gonna care on the aesthetic that much of what the weld actually looks like. We're just gonna make sure we cook all the way through this thing, so when we deck it off, I can sleep at night knowing that we're not gonna have some sort of a weld failure in the back of that thing with this big, heavy-ass crane hanging off the back of the fat truck.
All right, so we are headed over to a friend's house. Ryan Morgan, you might recognize him when we get there. He was on the Diesel Brothers show with Aaron for a long time. So we're gonna go over there since we don't have our plasma table set up yet. We're gonna use his. We're gonna cut out the mounting point for the crane. We're gonna come back, we're gonna mount it, and we're gonna get the heck out of here for the weekend. We're gonna load up this sheet of metal onto the hauler. The hauler has been extremely useful. We've used it probably a dozen times already. You've seen a couple of the times we've used it. This thing has proven itself time and time again. Can't wait to finish the wrap and the paint job on it.
On how they're nested, or just
just whatever fits tightest.
I thought you said 3/8, so I loaded 85 amp in there.
Quarter.
That's one of the plasma cam is too. Whenever you hit the V control, while you're manual cutting, will do the same press. I wish I could set the V slower.
So he just cut that off clean with the remote? That's nice. Very nice.
Want to try to write your name in the middle?
Will you write my name in metal?
See if you can sign your signature.
First. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Got my diesel power on.
DP till I die.
DP all day.
Dang, you got the DP. Oh, dang, I remember those.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so we just got back from Ryan Morgan's shop. We're just getting our plates tacked on, and then we're just gonna test out our crane. So I'm gonna get this welded out on this one little base plate, and we're gonna see, make sure our crane fits on here pretty good, and see what everything looks like. So let's get to it. This is the back portion of the crane mount. Plate's gonna go on top of all these tubes and tie all this together and have our bolt pattern right here. Should be pretty cool when it's done. It'll be rad. Oh yeah. Let's go tack all this stuff together. Cool. Set up 2 airlines. This baby. So it's gonna barely do a couple of those. Now we're back to 0.9.
Hello. No, Cole wouldn't do that. He did? Well, I guess his iPad's gone for 2 weeks. All right, thanks for letting me know. Okay, bye. You're in trouble, Cole.
That won't fit. Way too small.
You're too tight, cowboy. You're the man, cowboy. Could've just almost broke your wrist.
Almost. Not that strong rig. We gotta go all the way around. Oh yeah. So get it close, let me feed the cables through, and then I'll rotate the boom so everything's gonna go. You slack on that. A little more. One thing I don't like about the new shop is my box is all the way over there. It takes forever to go grab an impact. It's 1360s.
Right there.
What we did. So, me and Sam just finished getting this thing mocked up on the fat truck. This thing is a crane, and it's a big ass crane. And I'm just kind of letting it soak in. But yeah, we got it all clamped up there. We got a lot more work to do, but this at least gets it up there, gets that visual, get this visual juices flowing, you know what I mean? That way we know what we got going on. I'm anxious to drive it when this is all finalized. That's my biggest thing right now. But it looks badass. It looks cool. It looks like it belongs there, but I just want to drive it. That's it. Not only do I want to drive the fat truck with the weight of the crane on it, but then again, I want to go out and like pick things up. Like if we're picking something up forward, I don't believe it's going to need outriggers, but I think there's going to be limits with it. It has a short wheelbase, so we should be all right picking up things forward, but it might be a time when we go, hey man, these tires are, we only put what, 4 or 5 pounds in these things. We might say, hey, we might want to just put outriggers on this thing just to make it that much more stable if we're doing like heavier lifts. My thoughts on this is if our lifting capabilities aren't that great, to integrate 4 outriggers on it so we can drive this thing out into some crazy terrain out in the snow or whatever else, and then pick up like spreader plates like you would see with a big crane, pick those up out of the bed, like set those on top of snow, pull our outriggers out, and then just have a mobile station to move things around out in, like, you know, the wilderness. This might be that option to get in some swampy, foresty areas, put out outriggers and pick things up. I don't know. I think we're going to learn the capabilities as we go along, but we're just trying stuff, you know, building stuff, trying stuff, seeing where it goes. I tell you what, it looks badass though. I love it.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, no back.
I'll do a backflip.
New shop floor. I thought you were gonna do it, man. I'm like, your boots are untied. No.